So daily, what goes bang thud, bang thud, bang thud, bang thud, bang thud, bang thud?
Uh, I was gonna repeat that, but no. What does do that?
A Time Lord committing suicide.
Oh,
Ah.
Planet of the pudding brains.
There's no point in being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes.
Would you like a jelly baby? Shut up!
ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is time for Musings of a Pudding Brain. I'm Adam,
And I'm Matt.
and we have a major announcement this week.
Big news, big news.
Yes, we have a date for the first episode of Series 11, and hold on, let me bring that back up. It's October 7th. They're moving it to Sunday.
Yeah.
They're changing the day.
And they're changing the day and they're changing the time on us. But timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, we're dealing with Time Lords. We just have to deal with that.
Yeah, they're going to be 65-minute long episodes now.
Beautiful.
And there's only 10 of them.
Meh.
I'm going to complain about that.
Yeah,
Out of
I'm going to give a
everything.
little bit of a meh. But, we're dealing with the studios. It's a new doctor. It's
Yes.
very controversial because it's the first female doctor.
Chris Chibnall is taking over the show.
So
He's lending his take to making the show.
right. So, from the studio standpoint, they're going to play it a little conservative.
Yes.
If this blows our doors off and, the fans all take to it and everybody comes out in force, which I'm quite sure everyone will.
I certainly hope so.
People will get over their initial nerd rage or whatever. Then the next season
Yes.
will be an extended season. It'll be a longer one
Good.
because it'll be a proven product from, capitalists. We've got to do it this way. No, just give us what we want.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking over it and I'm hoping that the first episode will do a 10.5 in the UK or higher, because that would be the highest new Doctor episode since Rose.
Nice. That would be awesome.
New Doctor's first episode.
Yes, the
The
first Chris
regeneration
Eccleston
episode.
Yes.
Yeah. The regeneration episodes, those always do much higher anyway.
Well, of course, because it's a big reveal.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to meet the new Doctor.
And then they're like, I hate this.
And
I'm
then
not watching the next
and
episode.
then immediately, pick it apart and be like, meh, meh.
This is not what I like.
And then we'll tune in next week just to complain further about it. It's like, you didn't like it. Don't watch it. Jump off the bus. Nobody's going to scorn you for this.
No.
Well, we might a little bit. But
We'll judge you.
we'll waggle a finger at you. But, come on. Especially, Whovians are a very inclusive and very easygoing fan base. They're just kind of like, all right, that's your take. Cool. You never hear. It's not like the Star Trek fans and the Star Wars fans going back and forth at each other. That gets personal.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
But Whovians in my experience anyway are just very open and just, hey, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Wouldn't this be great? And we'll just immediately start bantering. But it's that kind of an atmosphere. But I really think the fans will come out and it will be awesome.
Yeah.
It will be different, like it is for every Doctor we come
Yeah.
across.
The
There's
show's going to be different.
An acclamation period where you go, I don't know about this one.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, but it's, you're meeting a new roommate. You're going to be with this person for a while.
I'm looking forward to the moment where I go, this is the Doctor. For Capaldi, it was the moment he opened the door and shushed.
And
was
then
like, okay.
slam the door shut.
I was like, yep, that's the Doctor. With Matt Smith, it was his speech. It was at that moment, during that speech at the end of the episode, that I finally just went, yep, that's Matt Smith. That's the Doctor. Tennant was his speech as well. I mean, most of that episode, he wasn't part of it, so...
Right. It
Yeah.
was kind of a Dr. Light episode, which
Yeah.
was odd for a reveal. But
I know. For a first episode, it was like, okay, this is where we're going. And with Eccleston, it was the moment he offered Rose the chance to ride along, and smiled. And I was like, yeah, that's the Doctor.
Now, see, for me, going back, looking at the Eccleston, it was the moment he's walking away with Rose, and he's just kind of giving her flippant answers and just having fun, like, haha, I know more about what's going on than you do. This is going to be fun. And just kind of messing with her a little bit.
Okay.
She's like, you're actually quite mad. He's like, yeah, a little bit. And just laughs and keeps going. And she's like, oh, okay. No, again, he was my first Doctor. But watching episodes previous is like, oh yeah, right from the jump, they were just like, okay, yeah, there's the smart ass, there's the I know more than everybody in the universe.
Yes.
That's him right there.
But yeah, I mean, I can't wait for that moment from Jodie.
Right.
Just be like, and yep, that's the Doctor. All right. So, are you ready?
I am ready. We were gonna talk about Empress of Mars today. It's season 10, episode 9.
Yes.
Now, immediately it threw me off a little bit because it opens on NASA Command Center. It's like, oh, we're not going to be in London this time? Really?
Nope.
Oh, okay. And we're not off world. Weird. Okay, so yeah, NASA. Of course the Doctor would show up, and Dr. Bill and Nardole show up in the command center during a countdown. Something big is going on.
Yes.
And the Doctor just joins in with the countdown, all big smiles, and everybody from the command center is like, who are you? What are you doing here? He's like, sorry, I just can't resist a countdown. This
Exactly.
is awesome. What's going on now?
I love the fact that he's just like, he gets excited for it.
Right.
He's like, I don't even know what's happening. What is this?
Yeah, what's going on here? And of course the psychic paper comes out like, oh, it's from the chief. They never actually say who the chief is, so you don't know if it's just like the lead of NASA. Is it the vice president? It's just, oh yeah, no, yeah, this pretty much says I can go anywhere I want. So
we're good here, right?
So what's going on now? Project Valkyrie, tell me about this. And before you can get into that, Bill's off to the side. Is this Neil Armstrong? Is this the first man on the moon? Well, not the first man. Are you saying he's not the first man? That is such a human-centric thing to say. It's just like, come on. And again, why are you here? Who are you? What's going on?
I like Nardole's off to the side sipping tea.
Of course. And like, where'd he get the tea? He just stepped off the TARDIS. Of course he has the tea.
He's just like, I'm just out here to experience all of this. Go about your ways.
I'm just here to babysit this one over here with the scornful eyebrows.
Yep.
So after the initial reaction, the scientists tell everybody that the Project Valkyrie is basically, there's a lot of technical jargon, but it's basically an echolocation punching through the ice caps on Mars to reveal what is underneath them.
Right.
And it's taken X amount of time to get this back, and they're just getting the transmission through and downloading it, and they're like, oh no, this will be fun. Let's see, what does it say? And it scans up, and there's a rock formation that says, God save the Queen.
Yes.
And the Doctor is just ear to ear smiling, going, I did not like, you can just see the glee on his face, like, oh, this is gonna be fun, let's go to Mars.
Yep.
And it opens the credits. So of course the Doctor and company go to Mars, 1881.
Yeah.
The surface of Mars is obviously dead, but they find some sort of cave structure underneath the surface that is showing life forms of some kind.
Right.
So they, of course, go beaming right down in their spacesuits, and there's, of course, the typical Nardole and Doctor banter back and forth. You know, why are we doing this? Why are we even here? Let's go back. I'm like, no, come on.
We need to explore this.
Don't be a Nancy. Let's go this way, you know?
Yeah.
And within the cave system, they find a fire.
Yes.
Which tends to be problematic in a zero oxygen environment.
Bill immediately is like, okay, we're going to pop our helmets off here.
Doctor's like, no, what are you doing? I'll go first. This is me. This is my responsibility. Nardole's got his helmet popped off. I'm like, no, it's fine. It could have been instant death. Look, fire, oxygen. This is how this works.
I like, because it's the exact reason why Bill was like, oh no, I can take my helmet off. Fire equals oxygen.
Right.
Come on.
But there again, have you people traveled with the doctor? Assumption will get you killed faster than anything else. Just shut up and let the doctor do his thing.
Right.
But so again, the immediate question is raised of, why is there oxygen in the caves?
Yeah.
Which they never fully explain. We're just gonna go with, it's the doctor, accept it.
Just accept it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I do like the fact that Bill wanders off immediately.
Again,
First
as
one.
she does. Again, and it's... For being a student who loves the doctor as a tutor, you'd think she would have learned by now. This
You
is
would.
one of these things that I kind of have issues with Bill about. It's constantly the, like, she's the toddler you need to put on the leash. Because, like, listen, you're cool, and I really like you, but I'm really getting tired of constantly having to save your butt because you just wander away.
Stop wandering off. Get back over here.
You were literally like the kid who gets snatched up by the van over and over and over again because you never realize that you don't do that. Just don't go there. Stop it.
It's the same van, too.
Yeah, it's the same.
They're just
same
like, ma'am,
van,
here you go.
Maybe a different color, but it's the same free candy inside sticker on the outside of it. It's like, just learn a little bit. You're actually very bright and you're very likable, but stop it.
Stop being dumb for a moment. And nope, she falls through a hole.
Yeah, and of course she falls in a hole, just like Alice in Wonderland. But what she finds at the bottom of the hole is not a rabbit.
No.
Now, while she falls, the doctor tells Nardole, go back to the TARDIS, get any ropes or repelling equipment, whatever you can find. I don't care, just go get it.
Yeah.
And he's talking to Bill and trying to keep her calm. Nardole goes into the TARDIS, and apparently the TARDIS has other ideas about things.
Yeah.
And just launches itself. Levers flip, and Nardole doesn't know how to drive the TARDIS.
No, he doesn't. He's
The
just
doctor
like,
barely knows how to drive the TARDIS at this point.
I
He's
know.
already said it's a negotiation. She kind of does her own thing. And this is clearly, once again, the hints that the TARDIS is semi-sapient.
Yes.
It has its own sort of agenda.
Yes.
What its agenda is on this case, we don't know. But it takes Nardole off. And
Yeah.
that's...
Just
Yeah,
straight up
just
runs away.
buggers off. In the meantime, the doctor at the top of the hole and Bill at the bottom of the hole each have their separate encounters with two very different beings.
Yes.
Bill finds basically an airlock, and a creature steps through it that looks very Jules Verne, 30,000 Leagues Under the Sea,
Yeah.
deep diving bell kind of contraption on.
Would you say it's a Victorian era English diving bell or diving suit?
Absolutely, an upgraded version of
Yeah.
it. Yes, it looks very much like that.
Huh.
Since it's 1881, that
Yeah.
would make sense, but only if these are humans. The
We're on Mars.
doctor's encounter, also with an armored being, is vastly different. We're
Oh.
talking like the Croc from Batman.
I recognized this right. I was just like, just hearing this guy come out, I was like, and I know who this is.
Right. Now, see, again, for a Nubian like myself,
Really? Oh.
I did not recognize it.
Oh.
So I was just like, that's a big crocodile.
I'm going to have to show you some classic episodes.
We will get to it, but, it's on the agenda.
Okay.
So for me, it was just like, okay. And the doctor immediately, this could go either very well or very badly.
Yes.
Well, you just summed up your entire existence, Doc, but,
Yeah.
it's just a new day. The creature charges him, and the doctor just calls, halt! And he stops up short. I'm like, well, okay, that worked. And by the moon of something or another, I greet you, I am the doctor. And it's like, okay, so the doctor not only knows the race, is obviously very familiar with the culture, knows exactly what he's dealing with. There is no fear whatsoever in him.
Yep.
Now, Bill, on the other hand, doesn't know what to make of this creature until it stops. She's backed away, of course, and stops and pops the helmet off, and it is a very proper British.
Yes, it is.
No, we weren't expecting any company. all smiles like, oh, there's another human. And again, it's like you're on Mars. How many people are? I would be a little concerned.
Holy, where did you come
Where
from?
did you come from? Who are you? But no, he's of course immediately like, oh, hello, pretty lady.
How are you, lady?
Yeah, and just kind of
Flashing
smarmy about
eyebrows.
it. Now back up to the doctor. Out come a couple of more British soldiers.
Yes.
Very, Victorian era soldiers, muskets, and all that fun stuff. Saying, like, hold on right there, I'll take care of this beast. And the doctor immediately jumps to the creature's defense, going, no, 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 he looks dangerous, but he's really not. He's fine. And the dude almost shoots the doctor in the foot. Like, I wasn't talking to you. Friday,
what?
are you all right? What's going on with this guy? So the soldiers know the creature.
Yes.
Like, what is going on here? And yeah, the doctor, oh, well, what are you doing here? How did you get here? I could ask you the same question. Matter of fact, I will ask you the same question.
I absolutely love this because from my point of view, I was like, I hear Friday walk in, and I'm just going to call him Friday for the rest of the episode.
Right.
He's
well,
Friday.
That is his name.
Yeah. He walking in, I was like, it's the Ice Warriors of Mars. Oh my God, I can't believe this. And like, I was like, well, then
So you're
again, we're
doing
on
the total
Mars.
geek out.
I knew that they were doing this, but we had seen them previously with Matt Smith. That was the last time we saw these creatures outside of like the 70s. And I was just like, oh, I can't believe they're bringing back some of the classic guys. Then I was like, wait a second. What is going on? Like,
Yeah.
he wouldn't be working with the British. And seriously, how did they get there?
Right. Like, what's going?
Like, that's my
All
question.
of these desperate questions going on, which are actually answered very quickly in the next scene, where they're sitting around having British tea.
Yep.
Just right and proper. And I did kind of chuckle a little bit whenever they ask Bill, India or China?
Yeah.
And she has no idea how to answer because she doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's like, no, he's basically asking if you want cream and sugar.
Yeah.
Pretty much. She's like, I don't know.
What?
But it comes to find out that the commander of the British soldiers actually found Friday in his ship while he was serving in South Africa.
Yes.
And knew right away, like, this isn't from Earth. But Friday was pretty much in a coma when they found him. He was deep hibernation.
Right.
And basically he offered to help them if they help him repair his ship. Basically, like, give me a ride home.
Yeah.
Because I want to get back to my people. And I can offer there's all these gems and gold and silver and all this wealth that
Yes.
you could bring back. Just get me home. And of course, when they get there, they find out, like, Mars is dead. There's nobody here. There's nothing going on.
Which he's just like, oh, okay.
All right, well, I have nothing to live for now, so I guess, I'll serve you guys.
But we're
And
gonna
I'm gonna help you build this huge laser drill
So
they
that
call the
you can-
gargantuan, so that you can go mine and excavate all these jewels and mineral wealth. And
go nuts,
I'll
guys.
kind of be your manservant. And being Victorian age people, they were just like, oh, well, I mean, he's not even human, so of course he has no rights. He's fine. He's fine. He helps us. He's all right. He's good. He's got nothing to do, and they're literally using him as a butler and manservant as he's serving them tea and collecting the plates. And when he tries to get one of the plates, he's very clunky, and like it's almost like his armor isn't, like, it's wearing down. The dude's missing an eye, so he's been through some wear and tear on this, but he's giving off the vibe that he's kind of decrepit.
I did enjoy that. Especially for the twist later.
Right. Well, I was going to say that the doctor sees through that very,
Immediately.
very quickly.
It's like, wait, no.
And explaining to Bill, which, again, the companion is the eyes of the fans, which I appreciated. Just a little explanation that, the Ice Warriors were a very Viking-like people. They could build great cities and destroy cultures in the same breath. They could lay waste to a planet but cry about the smashing of a flower.
Yeah.
You know, very aggressive, very brutal, but also very deeply poetic in their own way. So again, the Doctor brings that up and is very confused as to why the Ice Warrior is
Serving
really
them.
working with them, and
He could have wiped all of them out.
yeah,
by himself.
without any trouble whatsoever.
Yeah.
And he kind of starts to grill him a little bit about it, like, why are you here? You don't do this. This isn't like you. And Friday responds with it, because I'm old and I'm tired and I'm decrepit. And then a plate drops and he immediately snaps around and grabs it just like that.
Didn't it catches Bill off guard?
Yeah, she jumps
like,
jumps
"Whoa."
a little bit, and the Doctor's looking at him like,
Yeah.
old and decrepit and tired. You're
Right.
full of it. You're just, come on, what's going on? But he doesn't get a chance to grill him much further because the Gargantuan is fired and they bust open a hidden chamber.
Yes.
And once the rubble kind of falls away, everybody, all the soldiers manning the drill, their jaw drops, and somebody goes running off for the commander and grabs everybody to come and see what they just found, because they're not going to believe it. And it ends up being a gilded tomb.
Yes.
Everything, it looks like a sarcophagus that is just solid gold and fist-sized emeralds and sapphires and almost very Egyptian in its way.
A little bit, yeah.
Of just the amount of wealth that is represented in that one piece.
Yeah.
And of course, all the soldiers who were there looking for gems and gold and rich stuff.
They're like, we found it.
Yeah, rich stuff, Mikey, rich stuff. We found it. And the Doctor looks and goes, oh, shit.
Yeah.
This is the tomb of an ice queen. This is also
Yeah.
the trigger of a hibernation. We need to get out of here.
We need to leave now.
Now. And tells the British as much, like, you need to get off this planet.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
as
like,
soon as possible. Nothing good is going to happen from this. Stop mucking about. Get out. And
No.
the commander kind of scoffs a little bit and is like, no, what are you talking about? We're going to be fine.
Yeah.
It's a tomb. What are
Yeah.
you doing? And
like,
the second in
no.
command gets really pissy about
Yeah.
it. And it's like, this, Mars is dead. Mars is part of the Empire now. We are British. We belong here. And it's like, oh, God. It's the colonialist,
Yes.
British Victorian attitude about, do you have a flag? No. Well, we have a flag. If you don't have a flag, you don't have a country. It's ours.
Yes.
That sort of attitude.
We came here, it's ours.
Right.
Now you have to pay us back for coming here in the first place.
And the Doctor even tells them, listen, you idiots, have you not figured out that this was Friday's agenda from the get-go?
Yeah.
He just wanted to get back here to find his queen, because he's figured out that he has slept way longer than he should have.
Yeah, he kind of missed his alarm.
Yeah, just by 5,000 years he missed his alarm,
Just a little bit.
And Bill asks him, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm not taking sides. How can I possibly take sides? In this scenario, the humans are the invaders.
Yes. But they're also severely outgunned.
Right. And, he warns them, this could be the entrance to a hive. There again, anytime you're on a foreign planet and anybody mentions the word hive of any kind,
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a hive of tribbles, get off planet. Just you
There's a
don't
hive,
want to be
I'm
there.
out, I'm out.
I don't even care if it's a club. I'm out. No. But he's like, yeah, it's like the humans are the invaders. They don't actually have a right to be here. The Ice Warriors will kill them.
Yes.
They'll kill them all. I'm in a catch-22. What do you want me to do? No, no move is going to be right here unless I can get them separated or working together.
Right.
While this conversation is going on, another soldier who has the unfortunate name of Jackdaw, which is actually a bird, seafaring bird. They're considered pests by most sailors.
Oh, okay.
He of course starts stealing gems from the tomb. He thinks he's Lara Croft and is going tomb raiding. and
I like the reference on
singing
that
to himself, and while he's picking off gems, and as he gets 2 or 3 of them plucked off, the gold top of the sarcophagus starts flaking away, and the Ice Queen wakes up and pretty much grabs him and is like, "What are you, you strange pink thing? What do you think you are doing?" Another soldier comes in, draws down on her, basically tells him that's really a bad idea. You don't want to do that.
No,
and
you don't want to do that.
she releases Jackdaw to deal with the other soldier. He manages to fire a shot, and she immediately blasts him with some sort of weapon that pretty much just balls him up like a piece of tinfoil.
She folded him up like a towel.
Oh, yeah. I just looked at it. I was like...
tuck the corners in.
It's one of those moments where you go, that looks so incredibly painful, but then you think about the cataclysmic destruction that has just happened. You would have died instantly.
Yes, you would have died.
You wouldn't have felt anything. That's just easy cubed up disposable. Like, we're just gonna dump this right in the recycler.
They're gonna put that. It fits better in the recycling bin now.
Or who knows? With the teeth the Ice Warriors have, maybe that's just munchies for later.
Oh, it could be.
It's like a rice ball.
I like.
Obviously, this munchification of the soldier.
No. I can see it now. Some kid has got one of those Ice Warrior rice ball. He's like, "Oh, it's leftovers.
Come on, Ma.
This one was frozen for too long."
That's fresh. That's just off of the ship. That's fresh. So, of course, this compacting of the soldier and subsequent gunfire draws everybody's attention.
Yes.
And the Doctor intercedes in the middle of it, basically going, no, come on, nobody fire. Introduces himself to the Queen again in the very ritualistic way that she knows, like, oh, wait, you know who we are. You've dealt with us before. And he's like, yes, absolutely, I have.
So technically, the Doctor has dealt with Ice Warriors before. This generation of Ice Warriors, it's nearly the first time he's ever dealt with them, or that they've dealt with him.
Right.
Like, there is a much older generation of Ice Warriors that have accepted the Doctor as one of their own, and they're just like, come on in, you're an Ice Warrior.
Right,
and whoever his companion is. And it's just like, at this time, she's going, how do you know about our culture? No one recognizes you, but you know all this information about us.
Right, exactly. He's had no interaction with this particular hive.
Right.
But yeah, he immediately gets her attention and kind of calms things down for a split second. And tries telling her, listen, your planet is dead.
Yeah.
It's dead. You need each other. You have to work together. And he's also telling the British the same thing. You need to work together or none of you get out alive.
Yeah.
This is how things are. The ship you came on is wrecked. You've been trying to fix it for 6 months.
Right.
If any of you are going anywhere, you have to work together. Because you need them to help tell you how to repair things, and you need them to actually do the repairs.
Right.
So that you have to work together to this, and neither side is hearing anything about it because they're very proud warriors on both sides who are just like, no, there's only 2 of you. The British army is strong enough to take care of 2 standing crocodiles. And yeah, did you see what we did to your friend over there? Do you see this armor? We're not worried about you. Bring it. Just bring it on. Again, very Viking. Oh, we're gonna die in battle? Tell me when the good part starts. But it manages to back everybody off. But during these negotiations, the Queen just kind of looks aside at one point and is just like, you, female, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
And Bill is just gobsmacked, flabbergasted. Like, all of this is
Me?
going on and you want to know what? Why do you care about my opinion? We're surrounded by all of these noisy males. Like, okay, and
Yes.
this is obviously a matriarchal society.
Yes.
Which I'm sure if she's got all of these crocodiles rolling around behind her, yeah, that's the bad bitch you don't want to mess with.
Right.
Clearly, right off the bat, because, the doctor employs her for mercy for all of these savages, and the British are like, what? Savages?
Savages. We're not savages.
Yeah. And of course, the doctor turned around like, shut up.
Shut up, you guys.
Just, I got this.
1 second.
But, Bill has to step forward, and doesn't know really how to handle herself. Bill, again,
No.
while she's a likable character, is not exactly a diplomat, doesn't exactly have the guts and gumption that some of the other
She's no Clara.
companions have. She's definitely no Clara. She's not an apprentice doctor in any way, shape, or form.
She's no Rose.
Yeah, she's just pretty much in for the ride, and because she just has this boundless curiosity and fascination and sense of wonder about her, which is what makes her character good. Just not my particular cup of tea.
Yeah.
But she has a moment here where she could have really stepped up and just kind of falls flat, because she's just like, well, yeah, the men aren't lying to you. You really need each other. You don't want to fight. And, of course, as always happens when you get people around firearms and twitchy fingers, a shot is fired accidentally.
I love the fact that it just straight up pings off her helmet.
Yeah.
Just ping.
Ding. Like,
uh-oh. Did you
like-
just throw a rock at me?
And that was a mistake. And, of course, she and Friday open fire.
Yeah, she folds one up.
Yeah, there's a couple of more red shirts or red coats dropped in the action, but the British back up through the opening and managed to seal it off. They hit it with the gargantua, and it drops rubble.
So the captain was clearly trying to... so the captain's second in charge. Captain was clearly trying to fire that to destroy the Empress.
Right.
And then it was
a
Bill
misfire.
that oddly enough accidentally bumped the elevation dial, if
Right.
you will. And that
Drastically enough to...
it fired up and sealed everything off.
Right. And, of course, the captain is very irritated by her intervention.
Yes.
And when the commander tries to take the side of the doctor and Bill and is just all about, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here
That's
alive.
our cue. It's time to go.
We can retreat. It's okay.
The captain calls him out on it and basically rips the neck of his uniform open to reveal the fact that he has the scar of a hangman's rope around his neck.
Right.
He was convicted and was to be hung by the neck until death for desertion.
Yeah, it took
But
too
they
long.
bungled it.
Yeah.
They screwed it up, so he was
He survived.
given leave of it. They considered the
punishment served.
The punishment served, as it were, and pretty much just sent him back into the field. It's like, well, we tried to kill you, but we screwed it up, so we'll send you somewhere where somebody else will kill you for us.
Right.
But the captain calls him a paper tiger. Because,
That is that's a mean thing to say.
it is, especially to a commanding officer. But takes command.
Yep.
And throws the commander and the doctor and Bill into the brig, which is basically just a cave with a door on it.
Yes. A wooden door.
A wooden door. And that he intends on taking the fight to what he assumes is the only two ice warriors in the cave. Again, he wasn't listening very well.
Hive.
As
the word hive.
Yeah, as soon as the cave is sealed off, the queen's just like, whatever, turns around and hits the activation device that she was laying on and starts waking all her boys up.
She gets to 6 and she's like, I think we're pretty good.
Yeah, I think this should be enough.
This should be enough.
Let's go on the offensive.
Honey, you and Friday were more than enough.
Right. So while she's prepping her troops, basically, we cut over to the doctor and Bill and the commander in their little cell, and the doctor opining on the fact that he still doesn't have a wood setting for his Sonic. You'd think he'd get on that one of these days.
I don't know. It's a lot of programming.
Might make him a little OP. You think
Yeah.
a little overpowered.
He needs something.
He needs some sort of kryptonite. Yeah.
Even if it's just wood. Wooden doors.
Hey, it wouldn't be the strangest superpowered weakness out there, but
That's true.
as things go, it's like, yes, he's weak to wood. Wait, what?
That's not what I meant.
We're gonna leave that innuendo out the door. Haha, see what I did there?
Aw.
But they basically have a conversation with the commander about, so were you really hung as a deserter? And he fesses up. He's like,
yeah, totally.
yeah, I ran away. I just couldn't do it. I'm not down with the violence whatsoever. I just want nothing to do with it. I am a straight coward.
Yep.
This is why I took the opportunity to literally leave the planet to get away from it in this hopes that something will kill me. I just want to die. I don't want to be here. If I can't get away from all of this, then I just would really rather be dead.
Yeah.
Which
But
is-
I'm not going to do it myself.
Yeah, but because I'm a coward, I can't do it myself.
Right.
And it's just one of those, okay. What do you do with that?
Yeah. It's like, I can't do anything with that.
How many different ways can the doctor tell you to man up, basically?
Yeah.
It's like, even Bill's looking at you like, geez, man up.
Wow. Seriously. Just a little, stand up a little bit.
And before they can really react, though, all hell breaks loose because the Ice Queen has brought the offensive, and apparently
They can dig.
The Ice Warriors are very armadillo-like and just kind of tuck themselves into their carapace and just roll right through the Martian rock and dirt
Yeah.
and submarine and come straight up out of the ground and just start laying waste to everybody they can see.
So many people get folded.
Oh yeah, it's like a friggin' laundry in there.
Just like, and fold you, and fold you, and fold you.
And of course, one comes up in the cell.
Yes.
And that turns out to be Friday.
Yes.
Now, Friday, it turns out, it sees the point of what the doctor is trying to say and basically tells them, listen, we've got to stop this.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're, again, total loyalty to his queen. He's looking out for her best interests at all times, but understands that if this conflict doesn't stop, the entire hive is going to die.
Yes.
And she will die. So in the act of
It'll
protecting
take
his
a little
queen,
longer, but
he helps out the doctor and everybody escape by just basically Spartan kicking the door. Again, displaying exactly how strong these guys are.
yeah.
Like, I could have just broken you all without much effort whatsoever. But no, let's go do this. Let's go stop anybody else from dying. Or any more British from dying, because I don't think a single Ice Warrior was harmed in any way during the filming of this episode.
No. Those guys were like, seriously, it really did look like that the British were just throwing little rocks at them. It was just like, hey, here's a rock.
Yeah, kids throwing crab apples at a tank, basically. You know,
It's like, what are you doing? Stop it.
Stop. Quit it. Oh, and a fold for you, and a fold. Zap, zap, zap. Yeah, it's just a massacre going on, which, again, I didn't think there were that many British. Like, how big was this ship? How many soldiers exactly came up here?
I know.
And no wonder your supplies are running low.
So many of you.
And amidst all the chaos and the general slaughter, the doctor, of course, asks Bell to make a distraction for him. Like,
right.
Get the queen's attention. And Bill's, again, this is the moment where Bill can step up. And
Oh my God. I saw it. There was, the swell of the music was there. She stepped right up and everything fell flat.
yeah, hey, Queenie, let's have a chat.
I was like,
Like,
that
in
was
the middle of the battle, and the queen just stops. And
everything
like,
stopped. And it's like, right. I know that this was supposed to be the moment where she was going to be the
this was her
daring-
chance to monologue.
her Banff moment, and that's the line. Oh, thanks, guys.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, honestly, I thought the step-up moment belongs to Friday on this one. Because,
Yeah.
again, Bill's like, hey, you wanted my opinion before. How about now? Do you still want my opinion? And the queen responds like, well, that was before. This is war.
Yeah.
This is, no, I don't. And it's, well, why? Why does it have to be war? because this is Mars and we are strong, we are conquerors. It is our job to lead.
Yes.
Not to be, she's a little ticked with Friday because he played the part of the butler.
Of being a servant.
Dissembled in order to obtain his goal, and he was like, it was a strategic moment. It was it was that choice, and like, no, an Ice Warrior's place is to command. And like, oh, that's a little prideful.
Yeah. If he had commanded, they wouldn't have helped.
Right. He did what he had to. He was pragmatic, but again, warrior culture.
Yeah.
Very Viking. No, you kind of took the girly way out, bruh.
Like, it still got me here, didn't it?
Yeah. And whenever the queen basically is, draws down on Bill and is like, nope, and you're going to die here with them, Friday kind of steps in front of her.
He's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Slow your roll, Queenie. I'm still on your side. I am still your servant, but you're making a mistake.
Yeah.
But I thought that, I was like, that was his step-up moment. Like, again, it's the idea of good without any sense of reward. It's that sense of sacrifice and what you're willing to do in order to protect your goals, whether they know you're protecting them or not.
Right.
Whether they get it or not. Which, again, it was just one of those kind of smack-in-the-face themes that always comes through in Doctor Who.
Oh,
well, he does that, and the Doctor has gotten his distraction. He's gone over and cranked the Gargantua all the way up to point at the roof, and basically threatens the Queen with, if you guys don't back off, I'll fire. Fire at what? Well, geography was never like my strong point.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure we're under the ice caps, so I'll bury us all under 1,000 pound, 1,000 tons of snow and ice.
Yeah.
And we'll all go right now together. Or you can knock it off.
I like how that threat wasn't just for the Empress. That was everyone in the room.
Right.
Everyone, like, he was the parent who walked into two kids fighting and just went, "Stop it."
Right. Wielded his ruler like a samurai sword smacked them both.
We will all go home right now and no one gets to have fun. It's like, okay, all right, good. We'll stop now.
Right, and as like they're all legitimately about to break down, here comes the second in command. Here comes the captain who has decided, you know what, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out of here too. The commander has already buggered off. As soon as they bust out of the cell, he took off. I was like, I'm a coward. I can't do it.
But he admitted
I'm
that he's
about it. I'm out.
He's like, I'm not part of this.
And he bolted. No, the captain decides the only way he can get off is, well, he needs a hostage to tell him how to fix the ship. Which, how exactly he was going to keep one of these warriors restrained, much less the queen, who he grabs about the neck and points a gun right at her head.
Knife.
Oh, knife. I'm sorry. Yes.
Right up on the throat.
Right up on the throat. And basically, I'm going to be going now. She's going to come with me and tell me how to fix this ship. How he was going to restrain her.
I don't know.
And get her to cooperate.
For any length of time.
Forever. At all.
Yeah.
Not a good plan, but this is his plan, and he's backing her away to the lift up to the surface.
Yes. Oh, he's straight up monologuing.
Yeah, he's doing the villain monologue the entire time. It's been an honor and a privilege to command you all, but I'm gonna leave you here to die now.
Yeah. I've also loaded the lift with explosives, so after I get to the top, I'm just gonna blow it up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Peace. And just proving that he is even more of a coward.
There's always one asshole.
Yeah, there's always that one guy.
Just one guy.
Who's just like, everything was cool, and then he has to go and like piss in your Wheaties.
Yes.
And but they gets to the back of the lift and the door opens and he's shot from behind. And it's the commander going, I'm not going to let you drag the rest of us down.
Yeah.
And just blows him away. Which is the first courageous act he's made. I mean, all right, so the first brave thing he does is murder one of his men, but
Yes.
he had good cause for it. And the queen basically questions him the same way. Like, you just sacrificed one of your own, even though you didn't have tactical advantage. He's like, oh no,
Yeah.
I didn't sacrifice him. I executed him.
And she's like, whoa.
Whoa, look at the big balls on Brad all of a sudden here.
Where did you go, psycho boy?
Yeah, and she's like, well, I'm still gonna kill you. He's like, yeah, please. Kill me. Look,
I've been
and, like,
looking-
reveals the scar on his neck, pulls his collar aside, and reveals the scar on his neck. He's like, I've been waiting for somebody to kill me forever. I deserve to die. I have only one request if it's permitted. And she lets him speak.
Yeah.
And all I ask is, have mercy on my men and on my planet. Do not judge humanity on this fool's cruelty or my cowardice.
Yes.
We are not the examples you want. Don't judge everything else. Spare them. Because he clearly knows, like, these fools wake up and get to Earth. We're done.
We're done.
There is no coming back from that.
Nope.
And
They will invade and just take over.
yeah, and of course Bill tries to, like, no, don't kill him. He saved your life. And the doctor's just going, shut up. Shh. Shut up.
Yeah.
Let it play. The Empress, it turns out, is rather impressed
Yes.
with the fact that, he's willing to do all this, and it's a noble request, and, okay, you actually do have courage. I respect that. And tells him flat out, you will die with honor defending the people and the things that you are trying to protect. Thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you. Like, you will die, but not today.
Just like,
Swear your loyalty to me, and I will give you ample opportunity to die a noble death. And the dude drops to his knees right there. Like,
He's
yes,
like,
my
"Yes,
queen."
ma'am.
And the rest of the soldiers follow suit. They all, take the knee as well. So now they've just suddenly been accepted into the Ice Warrior culture.
yep.
And it's like, oh, crap. And Bill looks to the doctor like, you knew that was going to play out. And again, how many trips have you taken with the doctor? Of course he knew it was going to play out. And
He had an idea of where it was going, and he knew how to stop it if it went the wrong way.
right. And, his response, I thought was kind of funny because you never think of him this way. But he says, yeah, that's always been my problem, thinking like a warrior. You don't typically think, when you think of the word warrior, the doctor isn't necessarily the first image that springs to mind, although he should be up there because he really is in a lot of ways. He never carries a weapon, but then, neither did Kane and Kung Fu. So,
Yeah, well, yeah.
There's precedent for the badass with no weapon. It's just the way he does things. You don't think of him as a warrior
No, but
per se. But he so totally is.
It's the way he thinks. It's all strategy.
Right. It's the first thing you notice about the Doctor of War is he has no weapon.
Yeah.
Call back to that episode. It's like, oh yeah, it's totally true. And we come back after the kneeling scene where they've sworn fealty and everybody's on the up and up because, hey, comrade.
Yes.
The Doctor has helped them set up basically a distress signal so that the first spacefaring capable civilization that comes across hopefully will, send some help.
Yes.
And it turns out that the call is answered very quickly by Alpha Centauri. Which, those of you who aren't really down with your astrophysicist kind of stuff, astrology kind of stuff, Alpha Centauri is the closest star to our solar system. So it's literally the next door neighbor going, we got your ride, man, hold on.
Actually, it's also a character from from a classic episode.
Oh, right on.
The last scene in 1972, Alpha Centauri is the delegate for the Galactic Federation.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, see,
He was basically going, No, thank you for sending the signal out. We've been waiting to hear from you.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
universe. Okay, so now that makes even more sense to me now, because I thought it was just, oh, this is cool. This is the alien race from the closest star to us. It's our next door neighbor going, I got your cup of sugar. Don't worry about it. Come on, I get you a ride. We're going to the store. Come on.
Yeah.
Welcome to the neighborhood. How's it going? I was like, nice. All right, that's cool. So that's even better. See, again, I've got to catch up on my classic Who. But
It's from the third Doctor, John Pertwee, who is also Peter Capaldi's favorite Doctor.
Oh, so it might have been a little wink, wink, nod, nod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, a lot of this season, there has been a little wink, winks and nod, nod.
Oh,
It's be like, yeah, no, we got you. We got you.
Here's the Easter eggs for the real
it gets even
hardcore
more
Whovians.
It gets even more so as this series finishes out.
Fair enough. And of course, Alpha Centauri just tells them, "Okay, we've got a fleet
Yep, we'll be
on
right
our
there.
way, but do us a favor, kind of like set up a marker, a landing marker to help us out."
Yep.
And we're like, okay, yeah, we can do that. And it, we flip to the Doctor, Bill, and the Commander out on the surface, which I'm kind of curious, how are they talking to each other? 'Cause-
That technology should not be working together.
right, at all.
No.
At all, but it's one of those we're going to assume Doctor technology, TARDIS effect.
No TARDIS effect. The TARDIS isn't here.
Oh, right, yeah, no, the TARDIS. We still have not really seen Nardal.
That's also one of the things that I really loved about this episode, is that you actually forget that the TARDIS left. But every time we catch up with the tiny bits of Nardal's story, like,
we only really saw him once way back in the, and we kind of skipped this very important part of it.
yeah.
But it's while the Doctor and Bill are having tea with the soldiers, catching the backstory of Friday, Nardal is at the vault, kind of knocking on the door, going,
help.
I kind of need your help. Sort of important, time sensitive. I can't drive the TARDIS. Can you tell me what I need to do? And Missy suckers him into letting her out.
Yeah,
because it'd be easier if I just show you. Like, okay, Nardal.
Nardal, bad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Doctor is always going off world, but you broke the rule.
Right. But after Bill, the Doctor, and the Commander are up on the surface, the Commander makes a remark about, well, nobody's going to even know this happened. Nobody's going to know we were here. And the Doctor kind of laughs and no. Somebody will know you were here because somebody will see that, and they pan back, and it's the marker that Project Valkyrie saw, God Save the Queen, which is how it got there under all the frozen over ice caps of Mars in the couple of 100 years in between that. At this point, Nardal does show back up with the TARDIS.
Yeah.
And the Doctor
where have you been?
Yeah, where have you been? Starts chewing him out, and Nardal's first response is, listen, before you get all frowny.
Yeah, I know.
And they're like, oh, no, you didn't, dude. And yeah, they go inside, and Missy just kind of
sheepishly peeking around the console, just like, hi.
Hey.
How's it going? I know I'm not supposed to be here, too.
Yeah, the Doctor is just, he's thunderstruck. Like, you can tell part of him was like, okay, yay, she's out. And then the other part is very heavily oh shit. This can't happen. This is not what we agreed to. You have to go back. And Missy has kind of a concerned look on her face and like, all right, but Doctor, tell me, really, are you all right?
Yeah.
And the episode ends. Like, yeah, I was expecting a little bit more banter there, but
no.
Again, she's showing concern for somebody other than herself, even if it is the Doctor.
And it does feel weird, though. Like, it feels weird that she's showing concern.
Yeah, it's very awkward. And again, knowing who we're dealing with, is this legitimate?
Is this a game?
Or is this all another friggin' devious ruse just to get close to the Doctor and then just completely
and
bend
be
him
able
over
to
later?
Get out of there.
Yeah, is she's simply trying to get out of the vault and telling him what he wants to hear and showing him what he wants to see.
Right.
You know, it's the mental patient trying to get out of the cuckoo's nest. You know,
Hey, I'm perfectly sane. I'm perfectly sane. You know I'm sane.
right, because 4 out of 5 doctors may agree that you're legitimately crazy, but you only need one signature to get out of the place.
Exactly.
So in this case, it's the doctor's signature that she needs, literally.
Yes.
But and also it was never really covered. Are there any other further complications if they break this oath?
Yeah.
What are the ramifications going to be for that? I mean, besides the fact that it's generally, as much as I love Missy, it is generally a bad idea to let her roam free.
Oh, you would think so.
Well, I think by this point we would know so. It's just not a good idea.
It's not a great idea.
Yeah, like reform is all well and good, but we know who we're dealing with. And
Yeah.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me several thousand times by this point, really shame on me.
Yes.
But that's the doctor though. It's his overwhelming belief that good will reign as long as somebody is fighting for it.
We'll find out more in later episodes.
And we will. I'm sure we have not heard the last of this.
No, not at all. Hey, good timing on the show, too.
Yeah,
We did pretty good.
We did pretty well on this.
Congratulations. Golf clap.
Golf clap. Golf clap. Yay.
Okay. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in this week. You made it this far. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button. Join the notification squad. And remember to keep an eye and ear out because you never know where or when the doctor's going to turn up next. You guys have a great week.